Burke will be in goal for the Portland Winterhawks. He is a draft pick of the Phoenix Coyotes, as John mentioned, the son of Sean Burke, and so often high-scoring teams, goaltending is considered a weak link. But the job for Burke is to win and quiet the critics. He's done an excellent job of that so far. For the Kelowna Rockets, Jordan Cook, the overage goaltender from Leduc, Alberta, has had a splendid season. He is the Western Conference Goalie of the Year, and that is translated into a first-team All-Star nod. He has been wonderful for Kelowna this season. The top two teams in the WHL. In all of junior hockey, Kelowna is ranked number 1, Portland number 3. You put this kind of talent, skill, coaching, and hockey smarts head-to-head, and we should buckle in for one magnificent series. The Kelowna Rockets win the opening faceoff. Madison Valley, he's the captain of the Rockets, wears number 4. 21 goals, as Sam mentioned in the open. They'll like to create some offense from the back line. This is the young line, but the good line for the Kelowna Rockets out there right now. Nick Merkley gets it back to Mitchell Wheaton. His shot hit a body in front, didn't get through to Burke. Merkley cracks down another puck. He's got Derek Pouliot right there. And now 3 Winterhawks coming in. A 3-on-1 developing. Delio the shot, the rebound, they score. What a start for Portland. Oliver Bjorkstrand bangs it in, and the Winterhawks lead just 33 seconds into the game.
Well, RJ, we talked about the Kelowna Rockets and their defensemen being active, not just jumping on the rush, but pinching as well. And in this particular situation, as Merkley, the youngster, goes back up the boards, he's going the wrong way here. Now it's a pinch by Wheaton. When he can't get the puck, it turns into a 3-on-1. Delio takes the shot, low far pad. He knows that's going to create a rebound. Bjorkstrand does a great job following it up, not surpassing the net. He taps it on the inside post. 1-0, Portland Winterhawks, 33 seconds in.
And Oliver Bjorkstrand knows how to find the back of the net. 50 goals in the regular season, and he has been rock solid in the playoffs. 9 goals in 9 games, and here we are into his 10th game, and he has 10 goals. Pretty good in the postseason, goal per game in his second year in the Western Hockey League. Damon Severson, what a terrific second-round series he had against Seattle. 11 points to lead the Rockets. Colton Heffley tried to make the pass through to Tyrell Goulbourne. Here comes Portland the other way. They don't waste any time shifting from defense to offense. Bittner sends it in, hoping Brandon Leipsic can get to it. Puck poked loose. Verdon will send it down the ice. That will be wide of Burke, and it's icing.
RJ, opening faceoff. You got Merkley, a 16-year-old, against Lear, who's a seasoned veteran. And so what does Lear do? He wants to get into his helmet right away. He's sticking him, he's poking him, he's jabbing him. Merkley responds. Will that pull the youngster off his game? Well, have a look. Number 10, there he is, Merkley. He's taking it back towards his own end. He's pickpocketed there by both Bjorkstrand and Pouliot. From there, the odd man rush is created. That led to the Portland goal. We'll see how Merkley responds, but the year he's had, I would expect him to be fine, but a nice job there by Lear just to throw him off right off the opening drop.
Derek Pouliot controlling until his teammates got back on side. This is the 3rd line for Portland, and it can score. Dominic Turgeon, he's number 3. John mentioned the son of Pierre Turgeon. Egan Iverson, he had 22 goals. There's Anton Cederholm, a dangerous shot with lots of traffic in front. Portland still controls. Behind the net, Alex Shaneborn. He had 18 goals, led the team in penalty minutes, too. The classic power forward. Turgeon, he throws a hit. Kelowna got it out momentarily. The play dictated by Portland in the first 2 minutes. And they have a goal to show for it.
You look at the 2 series that Portland's played so far. Very physical against Vancouver, very physical against Victoria. They figured they could come into this series and not have that same sort of pressure applied to them, which allowed them to play their run-and-gun game.
Bailey was alone in front. Schmidley intercepted a pass, created a chance. Burke made the save. Another odd man rush here for Portland. Brandon Leipsic cuts to the middle. Open was Patan, and then he was checked at the last minute by Schmidley. Schmidley clears it outside the zone. Garrett Haar moves it up to Patan. Leipsic. Nashville pick, drops it off for Patan. He'll send it in deep. Leipzig's there. Nobody open. Puck came back to him, wrapped it around. Cederholm, he will pinch down from the point. Crowd at Prospera Place cheering when the Rockets throw some hits. Kelowna's trying to get their game going. Portland just keeps coming in waves. This is the 4th line now. And a scoring opportunity for Adam Rossignol that was stopped by Cook. Eric Taverden, he can't get past Pouliot. Pouliot will send it right back into the Kelowna end.
It's going to be fun to watch this series because the defensemen for both teams are so active. We know about Kelowna. We talked about it off the top of the broadcast. When you have guys like Dumba and Pouliot that can move and groove, it's going to be a ton of fun. And this series should have a lot of odd man rushes because of it.
Already seen a couple. Both for Portland. Mitchell Wheaton. Detroit draft pick turns it over to Bjorkstrand. Oliver Bjorkstrand put it in front of the net. Couldn't connect with Taylor Lear. Chase Delio. He bumps hard with his man Stadel. Got it in front of the net. Chartier, he broke that up. Not out though. Taylor Lear. His shot off the stick of Wheaton. Lear gets it right back. Delio sends it back to Pouliot. There's a puck that's deflected in front. Had Cook reacting at the last moment. Oliver Bjorkstrand. He's from Denmark, Columbus pick. Look at his puck work. Moved it in front. Merkley sends it to Taverden. He's been out there a long time, and all he could do was get the center and send it in. Burke likes to play the puck. Right away trying to catch Kelowna on the change, but he iced it.
Well, Oliver Bjorkstrand, we saw him last year at the BMO Top Prospects game, and the guy who we thought would go in the late first round, maybe the second, well, he slipped to the third round. And here's what the Columbus Blue Jackets have to look forward to, as if making the playoffs isn't already enough. How about this guy? I mean, he's sensational. 50-goal scorer this year. Stick handles in a phone booth. Tries to get it out to Delio, but Bjorkstrand is one of those players that when you look down the line in a couple of years, people will be saying, how in the heck did this guy end up going in the third round?
Joe Gattenby, 16-year-old defenseman. He's from here in Kelowna. Moves it to Madison Bowie, quickly ahead to Lees. Now Bailey brings it down the left wing side. Kirkland heads to the front of the net. Lees has to circle back. He spent time at both forward and defense. Put it in front of the net, and Bailey got tangled up with Burke. And it will be Kelowna taking a penalty here as Lees touches it. The Rockets will be shorthanded. And the Portland power play will get a chance to go to work.
Tyson Bailey missed some time down the stretch for the Kelowna Rockets, and with Miles Bell out of the lineup, he is going to be key. Here he is as he's pushed into Burke, and once he gets pushed into Burke, he takes license to shove Burke even further. Then their sticks get tied up, and of course, with all that going down and the goaltender down, the officials able to see it and give Bailey the goaltender interference.
That's the only shot Burke's had to stop.
It's been a real slow start for the Kelowna Rockets. I mean, we talked to both teams, and they were really anxious to get things going here. There was a nervousness in both rooms before the game, but Portland's start has been fantastic so far. The Rockets really need to just kind of get their legs, settle down. A good penalty kill here would go a long way in helping to do that.
And they do have good penalty killing, #1 in the regular season, #1 here in the postseason. Portland's power play is #1 in the regular season, in which the personnel out there, you can see why. Derek Pouliot to Nick Patan, back to Pouliot. That shot's blocked by Chartier. Pouliot keeps it in, moves it over to Brandon Leipsic. Now Patan. He was second in Western Hockey League scoring. Bjorkstrand scores again. Oliver Bjorkstrand is second of the game. This one's on the power play, and it's 2-0 Winterhawks.
Both coaches yesterday talking about special teams and just how important would be. Coming into this game, the Kelowna Rockets had killed off 37 of 41 power plays against in the playoffs. But with this puck movement as dynamic as it is, you've got 4.5 forwards out there. I count Pouliot as half a forward. The puck movement is unbelievable. Back and forth, up and down, north and south. And then you get it to Bjorkstrand just by the hash mark. A 50-goal scorer is not going to miss from there very often. And it's 2-0 Bjorkstrand.
Oliver Bjorkstrand continues to put the puck in the net, and the Portland Winterhawks, the highest scoring team in the Western Hockey League, are off to a fantastic start in the Western Conference Final. Cole Lineker moves it ahead to Carter Rigby. Matt Dumba moves it to Garrett Haar. And that's a surprising thing, is that Matt Dumba can't even crack the top power play unit for the Portland Winterhawks. That's how deep they are offensively.
Well, that's just amazing. But Mike Johnson electing to go with that 4-forward set, and why not when you have that kind of firepower?
Rigby able to walk right in. Burke saved the rebound. Rigby put it just wide. Olsen lost an edge as he got to center. Bowie retrieved the puck, sent it in for Bailey. Hollering towards Rigby. He wants another crack at it. That one's blocked by Dumba. Rigby back to Gattenby. Takes the shot. Lees takes it. It's blocked by Bittner. Lees gets to it again. Now Bittner cracks it down. Bailey took it from him. Bittner with that long reach. He's 6'4", was able to poke it out to center. Riley Stata picks up speed as he enters the Portland end. Pass into the skates of Bailey. Cederholm was on him immediately. Polia. First round pick of Pittsburgh. That shot blocked, didn't get through to Burke. Another odd man rush developing. Shane Bourne has Duchamplain going to the front of the net. Shot taken by Shane Bourne. It was too high though.
You see how dangerous that Portland attack is. Boy, oh boy, forwards are fast and skilled. Odd man rushes are a huge part of their game. That's been evident so far.
The crowd here at Prospera Place is quiet. Severson's shot. That's wide of the net. Heffley can't keep it in. Bowie has to retrieve it. Just signed his entry-level deal with the Washington Capitals. He can fly when he gets going. Hard wrist shot right at Burke. He catches it and hangs on. And Tyrell Goulbourne, you know, he'll try to stir things up and get a spark going for Kelowna. He went right after Matt Dumba in front of the net, and the linesmen are there to break things up. What a start for Bjorkstrand in Portland. They lead 2-0 on Friday Night Hockey. In this defenseman factory that the Kelowna Rockets have, they keep producing terrific defensemen, and Joe Gattenby might be the next great one they have. Just 16 years old. Verdon, his shots off the leg of Cederholm. Portland has iced the puck a couple of times, hoping to get a change soon. Verdon, another chance. That was stopped on the short side by Burke. Lear will skate this to center. He's out there with Shane Bourne. He needs a change. Lear has some fresh legs. Took a hit as he ran into Madison Bowie. Berkeley's cross-ice pass knocked down by a man with a hot stick, Bjorkstrand. He's hitting everything with that stick. Matt Dumba. Sharp-looking rush here. Minnesota first-round pick made a move at the line and put his teammates offside.
And there's Goulbourne back out there against Dumba. And the two exchanging shots once again. Goulbourne is one tough customer, I tell you. Philadelphia draft pick. We've seen him in a couple of scraps this year. He can jackhammer with both hands. Ryan Huska, the head coach of the Kelowna Rockets, he too in his 6th season, but you go back to his time as a player, played in 3 MasterCard Memorial Cups. He was an assistant coach with the Rockets, 03, 04, 05 when they went to the MasterCard Memorial Cup in 3 straight years, and he coached the team to a championship in 2009, bringing his team to Rimouski. And so this guy's known nothing but success in MasterCard Memorial Cups.
And he is one heck of a coach, too. You know, he'll make some adjustments. Kelowna seems to have settled down after that quick start from Portland. Gattenby passes across to Schmidley and then went offside.
A couple of good puck battles there for Gattenby. He lost it and then was able to get it back. And then Schmidley took it in just a little late as Gattenby was anxious to join the rush. And you can see now that Kelowna's starting to find its stride, getting the defenseman more active into the play. And there's Danny Lambert, the head coach, who's done the assistant coach rather, who's done a brilliant job with the defensive core. And I know, RJ, you've had so many good things to say about when he played in the WHL.
Well, anyone that remembers Dan Lambert as a junior hockey defenseman, if you were a Swift Current Broncos fan, you loved him. If you weren't, you couldn't stand him because he was one of those players that was awesome. 100-point guy as a defenseman. You don't see that anymore.
Those days have passed us by.
Goulbourne behind the net. Wrap-around chance for Olsen. That was stopped by Burke. Shot from the line. That was off a leg. Didn't get through. Late pass to Patan. He was able to knock it down. That forces Cook out to leave it for his defenseman, Cole Martin. Now Damon Severson takes his time, makes the play to Olsen. Draft pick of the Winnipeg Jets. Delia. Leipzig can't come up with a puck. Severson the other way. Olsen enters the Portland end. Shot from Severson. Burke was able to see it all the way. He took it right in the Winterhawk logo and hangs on. 2-0 Winterhawks lead. It's the WHL Western Conference Final.
started in 3 of those games. He was pulled in 2 of them, but the leading goal getter against the Miles Bell not in this game due to injury. A lot of different elements to what happened in the season series, and that surely does not tell the whole story, especially with what we've seen so far tonight.
More bad news for Kelowna. Nick Merkley helped Matt Dumba in front of the Portland net. And that will put Kelowna short-handed again, and Portland's 1 for 1 on the power play.
Merkley's such a great rookie campaign here as a 16-year-old playing on that top line for the Kelowna Rockets. We saw him thrown off his game very early off the opening draw, and then he takes a penalty here. It's going to be a good learning experience for Merkley playing against this high-powered Portland team.
And all he can do right now is watch this Portland power play go to work. Derek Pouliot, full speed ahead. Leipzig got a skate on it, and he doesn't waste any time tracking it down behind the net. Goulbourne can't clear. Nick Patan, who starts off playing the point on this power play, has the puck now. He goes cross ice. A good pass. Leipzig one touches it to Pouliot. Leipzig quickly across to Nick Patan. Oliver Bjorkstrand has it in the corner. He's on his 4th 2-goal game of this postseason. Patan. A quick fake back to Pouliot. Shots off a leg, goes wide. Lear gets it to Bjorkstrand. Now Patan will come down to retrieve it. Leipzig. Touch pass to Lear. Good bounce for Portland. That went off the helmet of Lear, and he was able to maintain possession. Leipzig to the middle. Circles back to the blue line. Pouliot waiting for a pass. Now he gets it. Close shot. That's wide of the net. Patan winds and fires. That was a high, hard one, but it was too high. And that will help Kelowna out. Paul Bittner. This is the second power play unit, and it works. Bittner to Chase Delio, redirects it in. Another power play goal. It's 3-0 Portland.
Bittner on his regular shift will play with Leipzig and Patan, but in this particular power play unit, he's on the second unit, and so he makes a great play here to Delio. A simple support pass that's got a little juice on it. Starts with Pouliot. Good, wise decision. Bittner has it. It's a support pass that's actually deflected on the backhand by Delio. And you talk about guys in the 2015 draft. Yeah, there's McDavid. Yeah, there's Merkley. But don't forget about this guy, Paul Bittner, number 7, Portland Winterhawks. Great assist on Portland's 3rd goal. 3-0 Winterhawks.
And just 12:19 into the first period. What a start for Portland. Gattenby rifles it out of play right off the faceoff. 2 power play goals and an even strength goal from Bjorkstrand, and it is a 3-0 lead on the road for the Winterhawks.
And that's going to be real important. I mean, you just look at the body language. You want to see, if you're a Kelowna Rockets fan, you want to see them up and still engaged in the game and thinking, hey, there's plenty of time left here. You don't want to be down and out too early. So a slow start here for this Rockets team. A little mishandling of the puck that we've seen on a couple of occasions. But still, this has been the top team in the Canadian Hockey League for a better part of the season. They have the ability to respond.
Lees takes a shot. That missed the net. Severson hits some traffic in front. Bailey with a chance. Missed the net with it. Dumba moves it ahead. It's picked off by Kirkland. Bowie, a shot from the line. Bowie and Severson playing the point together. Not often are the 2 big defensemen for Kelowna paired together.
And I think it speaks to how important it is for Kelowna to get on the board.
Bailey a chance and scores. A delayed penalty was coming up to Portland. Tyson Bailey gets the goal, and Kelowna is on the board.
Welcome back to the game, Prospera Place. I mean, you could hear a pin drop in this joint once it went 3-0, and this is a great recognition on the part of Cook. You look at the line change here by the Portland Winterhawks. Cook's able to get that pass up ahead, and then once Bailey gets it, you think he's going to take some time to reset it with a bouncing puck. He doesn't. Instead, he just fires it. And because the puck's on end, it has a funny flight getting past the blocker's side and tucking it inside the post, beating Burke.
That is a good response by the Rockets. Portland scored to make it 3-0 a minute 10 later. Kelowna gets on the board, and you said it, Sam. Prospera Place is alive. And a slashing penalty is coming up. The Portland door is opened, and the Winterhawks are going to be shorthanded. Alex Schoenborn is heading off.
Oh, what a strange twist of events here. You're Mike Johnson, you're looking up, it's 3-0, you're on the road, everything's rosy, and then the Bailey goal and a penalty right afterwards. This one off the draw, right side. Schoenborn goes right into the back of the legs. Oof. Pretty good hacksaw, Jim Duggan.
Kelowna's power play has been the best in this postseason, clicking at 35% in the playoffs. Merrick to Verdon. He's property of the Detroit Red Wings. Very creative. Gets it down low to Kirkland. Winterhawks able to clear it out to center. Madison Bowie retreats back into his own zone. Watched closely by Nick Patan. Lease. Stick handles as he moves into the Portland end. Kirkland bumps with Pouliot. Pouliot spun away from that. Now behind the net, Kirkland and Pouliot battle for it again. And Pouliot wins that battle and sends it down the ice. Riley Stadel, he's not wasting any time. Picked up ahead of speed before he got to the puck. Now over to Ryan Olsen. Olsen will circle the net. Drop it off to Nick Merkley. Back to Olsen. Trying to tuck it in. Stopped by Burke. Bouncing puck. Stadel couldn't get a handle on it to get a shot. And then it's cleared down the ice by Dominic Turgeon.
Turgeon really in the second half of the season started seeing more time in the penalty kill for Mike Johnson. His skills have grown. Mike Johnson says he's one of the most improved players on his club.
Crowd trying to cheer this power play on. Severson. He was trying to pass it to Olsen, who was cutting to the net. Portland able to send it down the ice again. Cook loves to play the puck. Portland's on a change. Quickly moves it ahead to Severson. Now Merkley drops it off for Olsen. Just has to dump it in. Bowie and Chartier both get to it. Now it's Olsen. Again around to the other side. Merkley has it at the line. Bjorkstrand checks him. Merkley can't keep it in. Severson has to wait for Olsen to get back on side. Moves it to Madison Bowie. Not much time to go on the power play now. Bowie trying to get a shot away. Couldn't pull the trigger. Pouliot off the glass. Severson went up. Hauled it in. He's got a baseball background. You could tell there. Pretty good grab.
500 up.
Pass in front of the net. Comes to Severson. Portland back to full strength, but still hemmed in. Shot from Rigby was blocked by Cederholm. Schmidley behind the net. Pouliot trying to find that puck, checks him, didn't get it out. Severson, long shot, handled nicely by Burke. Schoenborn out of the penalty box. He bumps with Schmidley. Cederholm over to the open side. Severson still out there. They want to get another goal here. Penalty's over, but Portland hasn't been able to get possession. Lineker, shot was blocked by Bjorkstrand. Delia overskated it, didn't get it out. Schmidley, stick handling in tight, can't get a shot away. Schoenborn tied up his stick, and the crowd is irate. They wanted another penalty.
Pretty good play by Schoenborn, though. Go stick on stick. He didn't relent 1 inch.
Great opportunity for Kelowna to creep to within 1. Another chance here to Verdon. Fakes the shot, and then he's hit hard by Dumba. Bittner tracked down by Rourke Chartier. Sent right back into the Portland end. Verdon's on the forecheck on Dumba. Merkley on the other side. Open man is Brendan Leipzig. He lofts it out to center. Knew there was support there. Bittner poked it ahead. Wheaton retrieves it in his own end. Nick Patan a steal. Leipzig has it poked away by big 6'5" defenseman Mitchell Wheaton. And here's the penalty the crowd at Prospera Place wanted. Portland's going to be shorthanded again. Kelowna's going back to the power play, and the momentum has shifted in favor of the Rockets. 91 points, 111 penalty minutes. And the momentum at this moment is with the Rockets. They scored a goal, had a pretty good power play. Now a chance to creep to the within 1. Burke was looking for it. He made the save. Puck was in the corner. Severson over to Merkley. Back to Severson. Stadel's open. Doesn't shoot. Now he does. A redirect in front. What a save by Burke. Olsen side of the net. Can't tuck it in. And Burke with a stellar stop is able to hang on.
Brandon Burke coming up huge and a lot of action in front of him. Puck's moving all over the place, and Burke makes that great stop. There's a look at Burke. He's a tall guy. He tracks the puck well. He's trying to find his way through Olsen. Tracking. Olsen's there creating the screen, and now he has to react quickly because the puck's tipped. Olsen gets another chance net side, but he runs out of real estate, and Burke so calmly tracking the puck. It looks a lot like his old man, doesn't it?
He does, especially with saves like that. Bowley moves it to Bailey, to Burden. He's got a good shot. That time stopped by Burke. Portland gets to it, Patan, and he sends it down the ice. Minute 20 to go in the power play. Jesse Lees. Into the Portland end, setting things up. Staying right with him is Taylor Lear. Lear's always dangerous, short-handed too. Steals it, moves it ahead to Patan. Look out for these two. Patan stops, shoots. Hook had to make a good blocker save on that short-handed opportunity. Aaron Hart able to take lots of time before he sends it down the ice. Madison Bowie now dealing with Delio. Bowie will turn the afterburners on. Zip into the Portland end. Delio was right on his heels. Came loose to Olsen. Markley takes a hit, keeps on ticking, gets it in front. Pass to Bowie was behind him. Madison Bowie had pinched down from the point, was hoping to get the pass, but it didn't connect. Lead pass for Cook. He has an assist on the lone Kelowna goal. That's his second assist in this postseason. Both have been on the power play.
Talked to him a lot yesterday about handling the puck, and says, yeah, he really enjoys it. He works on it.
Chartier walks in front. He was tripped up before he could get a shot away again. The crowd at Prospera Place letting the referees hear it. No call coming. Lineker gets erased by Iverson. It's offside, so Brandon Leipzig, fresh out of the penalty box, couldn't go in to get the puck. Portland kills off the Kelowna power play. Kelowna's 0 for 2 with a man advantage. They've had chances with the power play. Leipzig takes a look over both shoulders. Had some time. He'll stop and let the pressure skate past him. Picks up some speed as he works in against Severson, who eliminates Leipzig from the play. And the crowd, you know they don't like this. Severson's going to get a penalty for the hit on Leipzig.
Leipzig trying to take it in 1-on-4, and so Severson obviously complaining about the call here. Felt it was a clean takedown of Leipzig, but that's not the case. Here's Leipzig. Good move through the neutral zone. Now wants to go wide, and Severson steps out to get him, but he throws that right knee out at him. Leipzig goes down, and he's so shifty, the Nashville prospect, that he might have had Severson beat there, and the knee comes out. The tripping call is made, and this Portland power play has been deadly.
43.6 seconds to go in the period. Portland's power play 2 for 2. They control off the draw. Taylor Lear sends it back to Pouliot. His pass over to Patan, bounced on him. Kelowna sends it up to Goulbourne. Bowie's jumping in. A short-handed 2-on-1. Goulbourne, Bowie, they score! Short-handed. Bowie makes it 3-2.
Looking at a penalty kill that was so brilliant right up until the start of this game, and then just looking to get a little help. They extend out to the line. It's a good stick-on-stick there from Heffley, and that springs the 2-on-1. Goulbourne knows he's got Bowie in his sights the entire time, but Bowie does a great job here. He slows down just a little bit to open up that lane. Perfectly played to this point, but being a left-handed shot, he buys himself a little more space, puts it onto Bowie's tape.
This period's not done yet. Portland's still on the power play and right back into the attacking zone. Lear back to Pouliot. Brendan Leipzig, 10 seconds to go in the period. Leipzig's pass, Bowie got a stick on it, so it didn't find Lear, but Lear gets to it behind the net. Bowie pins him up against the boards. Leipzig, 1 second to go, side of the net. Bjorkstrand takes it in front.
Oh,
it's in the net.
They're going upstairs right away.
In the net. And that was close.
Regan Vetter's the referee here, and he pointed up immediately to say, hey, we're going to go upstairs and have a look at this thing. Now, obviously, what we're looking at is, did the puck cross the line before time ran out in the period?
Well, we've got the clock. Oh, it's off the skate. Ooh, boy.
That is as close as it can get. It goes off the defenseman's skate. Let's get another look at it. Off Goldborn, off Cook's stick, then Goldborn's skate. Oh, man. Oh.
Wow.
That's...
So .1 there, and... Ooh, man.
That's like tie goes to the runner.
That is as close as you can get. Just when it looked like there was going to be a chance for these teams to regroup, Kelowna creeping to within one. This is very, very close. Bjorkstrand, what a period for him.
I mean, the momentum swings we've already seen in this game. It started early on with Portland really pressing, forging forward, a couple of power play goals, 3-0 lead, and then Bailey's goal makes it 3-1. Let's give you another look here. Goldborn's skate and the clock. Oh, man. That one is tough to call. I'm glad I'm not making that call. It would appear to me that the time had expired before the puck crosses the line. I mean, you're looking at zeros right there.
And it's not across the line.
It's not across the line.
That is too close for comfort if you're Kelowna.
Oh, yeah.
When you have to slow it down like that, and there's the call. It's official. No goal, but just barely.
That close. I mean, what a turn of events that would have been, you know, after Kelowna fights all the way back to get within one. To give up that last second goal would have been a killer, but not to be. And we start the period with the Rockets down one.
And to set the stage, Kelowna scored a shorthanded goal on this power play late in that first period. Portland is 2 for 2 with a man advantage, and they've got plenty of time to work, just under a minute. Derek Pouliot moves it to Nick Patan. Likes that cross-ice pass. This time it's knocked down by Bowie. He had the shorthanded goal, dropped it back to Cole Lineker, and they'll send it back behind the Portland net, and that will allow Kelowna to get a change in. Patan dumps it in. Cook will stay in his net. Wheaton wraps it around the glass, and that will go 200 feet. Derek Pouliot is a point in this game. He's now on a 16-game point streak. That dates back into the regular season, well into the regular season. And of course, every game in this postseason. Kelowna's penalty kill, not very good in the first two. That strong power play of Portland got to them, but they've scored a shorthanded goal on this power play and looking much stronger now, killing off this opportunity. Bjorkstrand just misses. Severson's back on the ice. And Kelowna's back to full strength.
It's a little bit more like the kill that had killed 37 of 41 coming into this game.
And it's Portland that ices the puck.
Well, Portland got off to such a huge start, and they got to 3-0. And I felt that the Winterhawks sat back a little bit and allowed Kelowna to settle into their game. And the Rockets get on the board with the Bailey goal. Then they get the 3-2 goal here shorthanded. And the momentum swings in that first period were really interesting to watch. I mean, you look, and Portland owned the first 10 minutes of the period, and they ended up getting outshot 13-6 by the time the first 20 minutes had come to an end.
Madison Bowie wisely backed off the faceoff. Keegan Iverson is coming in with a full head of steam. Paul Bittner with a steal. Bank pass. Carr can't make the cross-ice pass to Dumba stay inside the Kelowna end. Bouncing puck in the neutral zone, picked up by Chase Delio. Delio and Bowie collide hard. Bowie comes up with a puck. Got it to Cole Martin. Dumba intercepts. Takes a long shot on Jordan Cook that he handles, and then Bittner knocks down Martin.
RJ, just how good were these two teams throughout the course of the regular season? The number of games differ from league to league, but we focus in on winning percentage. The Rockets with an .819 winning percentage, and then you get the Guelph Storm up 2-0 in their series against Erie, and Portland third in the entire Canadian Hockey League. So two of the best three teams going toe-to-toe here in the Western Conference Championship of the Western Hockey League. And a lot of people are saying very much the same thing in Ontario, where Erie and Guelph are going toe-to-toe on what was the division of death.
This Schmidli import from Switzerland. Good cross-ice pass to Rigby. Now walking right down Main Street, it's Lineker. And the puck didn't go in. Burke is stuck in the net. Everybody but the Kelowna defensemen are back there. Hansen and Lineker are wrestling. Linesman's trying to break them up.
These teams meeting for the third time in the last 4 postseasons, so there's no love lost between them. And in 2 of those previous meetings, it has been the Portland Winterhawks that have gone on to win the series. First round meeting in 2010, second round meeting in 2011. And you'll see as Lineker takes the pass, I mean, he's just going straight to the net. And as he goes straight to the net, Burke does an amazing job keeping this puck out the entire time. Now coming back as Cedarholm, he goes down hard on the stick of Lineker. And so Lineker takes license to get an extra shove in on Burke. Both gates have opened, and it looks like we'll be even up here.
Hansen in the penalty box for Portland. It's Cole Lineker in for Kelowna. Still some debris to be cleaned up. Helmet of Rigby and Lineker. Linesman, they got to be wise. Check the numbers and organize everything.
Yeah, there's Merkley who slides in now, and the extra deuce going to the Rockets.
And the crowd just realizing that. Off the face-off, Kelowna will have to defend. Only kill looked good recently. Portland's power play officially 2 for 3. And the call is goaltender interference. Derek Pouliot. Smooth skater from Weyburn, Saskatchewan. Puts a pass ahead to Leipzig. He had all kinds of speed coming in. Knocked down as he gets to the net. The puck was hanging right with him until Goulbourne took it away and sent it down the ice. Pouliot head up the whole way. Again to Leipzig. This time he cuts east-west along the blue line. Takes past Kirkland, still maintains possession. Back to Pouliot. Now Nick Patan. Into the corner, it's Bjorkstrand. Quick pass, Taylor Lear. This is the #1 power play unit for Portland, and it's a good one. Pouliot, spin move. Leipzig. Goes cross ice. Bjorkstrand leaves it for Pouliot. A kick saved by Cook. Kelowna has it. And it's sent down the ice by Paul Martin.
Good stop there by Cook. Not a ton of traffic in front of him. He's able to make a clean pad save and a quick clear thereafter.
Pouliot calmly to Patan. Makes a good pass to Iverson. Tapping for it is Delio. Can't get the pass through. Patan has it. Now Pouliot. Hard pass. Good puck movement by the Portland Winterhawks. Nick Patan drops it off, and oh boy, Heffley just overskated that. A lucky break for Portland. Patan took a shot off the mask of Cook. Iverson sends it back to the line. Fresh off the bench is hard. That one is blocked by Bowie. Goes to Iverson, sends it down low to Bittner. Last 10 seconds of the power play. Bowie takes a hit. Bittner comes up with it in the corner. Wheaton bumping with Bittner. Iverson knocks it down, and it goes right to Madison Bowie. Merkley's back on the ice. That's not icing. Just as he stepped on, the puck was still on the proper side of the red line. Then he tried to tuck it in short side. Burke was looking for it, but he had made the save, and the puck had gone to Garrett Hahn. Kelowna with a chance just as the penalty expired. They've spent the majority of this period killing a penalty. Now some even strength work. Tied up. Bailey and Dumba in the corner. There's a shattered stick in front of that. They're still in the corner. Going the other way is DeChamplain. Takes a wrist shot on Jordan Cook. He stops it and hangs on.
pretty much wherever he goes, Matt Dumba is the center of attention. We've seen him get engaged with Tyrell Goulburn already on a couple of occasions, and here he and Bailey go to the corner. They're arm locked. No one wants to relent. Bailey says, let go. Dumba says, oh no. Bailey says, let go. Dumba says, oh no. And they continue to push and shove before finally they get separated. And the number 24 is going toe-to-toe here against one another. You know, Dumba's an interesting story in that he started the year with the Minnesota Wild. He was acquired in a trade, and no one was really sure if he was going to be sent back to juniors. So after the World Juniors, the Minnesota Wild decided that it was best for him to go back to Portland, traded over from Red Deer, and he's been great for him ever since.
And that's given Portland a very solid 1-2 punch on defense with Derek Pouliot, Matt Dumba, two Canadian World Junior members.
RJ, you think of Witherspoon gone, National Hockey League defenseman. Seth Jones gone, National Hockey League defenseman. Rutkowski just about to be a National Hockey League defenseman. All three of those guys gone from Portland's back end from last year. You had to find someone to at least replace part of that. Dumba was sure helped out in that regard.
Derek Pouliot, the only incumbent from that powerful four on the blue line for Portland last year. And we have another penalty coming up. And Shane Bourne appears to be pleading his case. He'll make his way to the penalty box. A couple of words for Stadel as he goes.
He plays with that nasty edge, Shane Bourne. We've seen him a slash in the back of the legs, high stick up into the grill of Stadel here. Gattenby tries to push him hard in to the corner, but it'll be Shane Bourne who gets the gate.
Kelowna gets its first power play of this second period. 0 for 2 in the first period, and it's a power play that's been good in the postseason. They've scored a power play goal in all 9 previous playoff games. Jordan Cook has an assist in this game. Controls it back into the trapezoid area. Taylor Lear always looking for a shorthanded chance. Jesse Lees. Backhand pass to Kirkland. He's got some steam going down into the corner. Circles the net. Back to Lees. Now Bowie. Lees, high shot, knocked down by Bailey, spins and fires. Off a skate, didn't get through to the net, and Lear was sprawling, controlled the puck, got up, sent it down the ice.
He's such a solid player, Lear. I mean, you could put him in any situation. He's not going to hurt you whatsoever. That's why he was selected to play for Team Canada at the World Juniors.
Merrick to Verdon. Moves it over to Lees. Another shot blocked. To Verdon a chance. Puck comes to the line. Madison Bowie easily keeps it in. The Kelowna Rockets captain. Over to Merrick to Verdon. Fakes the shot. Back to Bowie. He's got some time. He elects to pass off to Verdon. His shot is stopped by Burke. Cederholm. He can't clear. Verdon knocked it down. Took a hit, but left it for Bailey. But it was hit by a glove, and it's ruled a glove pass. This power play is brought to you by Power Rocks. Get charged up. It's been easy to get charged up in this game.
It's been a pretty wild start to it with Portland taking that 3-0 lead, and then things all of a sudden turn. Kelowna gets right back into it now. And we talked about their special teams. Penalty kill let them down early. Power play hasn't been great for Kelowna so far, but still 50 seconds left here.
Damon Severson has to stop to get the pass. York Chartier. He is a point in 8 of 9 playoff games for Kelowna. Ryan Olsen over to Chartier. Merkley overskates it on Oliver Bjorkstrand. He'll skate it out. He's with Chase Delia. Takes a quick shot, a tricky shot. Was hoping Cook wasn't expecting it. Not cleared. Pouliot quickly got to that. He lofted a knuckleball in on Cook. He had to make another sharp save. One last rush on this power play for Kelowna. Severson leads the way. Merkley gets to it behind the net. Pouliot making things difficult for him. Tying his stick up. Merkley dragging the puck along the boards with his skate. Comes back to the line. Severson. He takes the shot. That's too high. Back on the ice is Shane Bourne. Portland's back to full strength. Pass came in front. Shane Bourne's the guy who picks it up. Leipzig's trying to break, and he'll just slap at it. The pass was behind him and put him offside. Couple power plays for both teams in this second period, but the high scoring has slowed. Pouliot. There's Bjorkstrand ahead of him. He'll circle back, drop off for Cedarholm. He just dumps it in. Cole Martin on it right away. Damon Severson. He goes cross ice for Martin. Olsen reaches for it. Pouliot keeps it along the boards. Comes loose to Bjorkstrand. Cole Martin has to come up with it at center. Damon Severson back to Martin. Eric Pouliot will have to hurry. Lineker's closing on him. Makes a tight turn. Bjorkstrand sends it back behind his neck. Cedarholm to Nick Petan. Petan picks up speed, but then runs into Merkley. 16-year-old played him well. Merkley couldn't come up with a puck though. Petan has it again. Trailer is Pouliot. One-time shot from Dumba. That's stopped by Cook. Bjorkstrand's right there, but couldn't get to it before Cook pounced on it and stops play.
Well, Cook's responded really well here for the Kelowna Rockets. I mean, he gives up those 2 early goals, but unwavering in his confidence to be able to settle things down. And it served him well here through the latter stages of this for the first part of the second period. It makes a good stop there. Bjorkstrand and Petan, 2 really dangerous guys on the doorstep, but he's able to pounce on the rebound. But telling us yesterday, as a smaller guy, he appreciates the athletic goaltenders, and that's kind of his style. I mean, he knows that he's going to see a lot of traffic and a lot of back and forth movement between this Portland team. And he felt it was a pretty good matchup for him because of the athleticism he possesses.
Overage goaltender, Western Conference goalie of the year, and he has been tested in this game. Back on the ice are Leipzig and Goulbourne. 5-on-5. Goulbourne has it in his own end. Philadelphia draft pick gets the feet moving. Leipzig bumps with him right in front of that Portland bench, and those two continue their battle, but will head off on a line change. 9:33 to go in the second. Portland still leads Kelowna by 1.
Losing to Nathan McKinnon and the Halifax Mooseheads, but 14 players returned from that team, and that experience for some players once in a lifetime. Some of the Portland Winterhawks may have the opportunity to do more.
Brendan Burke tried a high-risk clearing attempt. Kirkland got a piece of it, and fortunately for Burke and Portland, it was just a piece and wasn't able to control. He would have had a wide-open net. Bailey over to Lees. He walks right in front. Shot hit a body and didn't get through. A terrific opportunity for Kelowna to tie the game. They couldn't take advantage. Cook comes out to play that puck dangerously close to outside the trapezoid behind his net. Looks like it was an okay touch of the puck for Cook. The whistle goes as the net's off.
Well, I continue to say it. I think that rule is brutal. I think it needs to be taken out. I think goaltenders need to continue to be rewarded for their hard work and either A, ability to skate, to get out to corners and play pucks or whatever else, or B, how hard they work on their stick handling ability. And Jordan Cook's one of those guys who really takes advantage of that as his net has come off here. And you'll see as the puck goes down the ice, watch Cook come out of the net to try and play it. It's a soft dump in beside the net. It angles out. He's dying to play it. It's still outside, and you can see he holds his stick back and then plays it oh so close to the line. And I hope the National Hockey League revisits that someday and gets it out of there.
Great patience by Jordan Cook, who has 2 points in this postseason for Kelowna. He does like to play the puck. Schmidley, he's being tracked down at center by Dumba. And Matt Dumba can throw those big mid-ice hits, and this time he eliminates Schmidley, and Carter Rigby is having some words with Dumba.
That's what he was known for. I mean, Matthew Dumba came into the league with the Red Deer Rebels as a guy who was a great skater, but also the ability to take the open ice hit. And here he has Schmidley in his sights. And, you know, the thing about Dumba is early in his career, he'd go out of his way to make that play. He went out of his way on that particular occasion, but his game has toned back some, and he's learned to rein that ability in. And Schmidley Good thing for him, gets up after a very hard collision with Matthew Dumba.
Kelowna wins the face-off, but it's stolen right away by Delio. The spin and fire didn't work. The Burden, his pass is behind Chartier. He had to stop. Delio zips in. The California kid gets a shot on Cook that he kicks to the corner. Merkley ahead to Verdun. He'll work against Dumba. A good stick handler, but Dumba's a good defender and wins that battle. Carr gets knocked down. That allows Verdun to come up with a puck. Back to Wheaton. Oh, the pass to the side of the net. Merkley was there and couldn't control it. Verdun. He takes a sharp game chance on Burke. The goaltender for Portland made the save. Taylor Lear knew his team was under pressure. Bjorkstrand was up ahead of the play. Boston Ed still got the puck, and he can fire it. Hard wrist shot that's caught by Jordan Cook, and Cook stops play. Chances in both ends, but it's still the Winterhawks leading on Friday Night Hockey. He'll be up against Nikita Sherbak of the Saskatoon Blades for that award. Portland, another chance. 6-game point streak for Merkley. Olborn, he'll send it down low for Heffling. Hard hit in there by Leipzig. And he gets right in the face of Goulbourne. Severson walks around one man. His pass, Goulbourne couldn't get to it. Bittner's hit by Goulbourne. Kelowna trying to find the equalizer as the second period winds down. With 5:20 to go in the second. This is game one of the WHL's Western Conference Final. Crowd doesn't like that Ryan Olsen and Anton Cederholm were tied up behind the play. Olsen's back out of the Portland end. Lease sends it in. Pouliot takes the hit. Patan leaves it for Leipzig. Bailey hits him. And it comes just outside the line. Bittner with a hit on Martin. Right in there is Kirkland. Patan gets some attention by Lease. And Victoria, in the previous series, seemed to get Patan off his game a little bit. Wound up with 2 fighting majors and comes into this series leading Portland in penalty minutes.
Which is odd. Took a vicious cross-check in the back of the head from Brandon McGee. And here's Cederholm and Olsen. Olsen goes in, gets the elbow off on Cederholm, and then Cederholm just a little push to the ice thereafter. Olsen embellishes it a little bit, and then Martin gets bumped by Bittner. Kirkland takes exception, and the bitterness of this series starting to come to the fore in period number 2.
Puck comes loose along the wall. Kirkland cuts in front. Justin Kirkland, a 17-year-old, he scored some nice goals on Friday Night Hockey. Kirkland has it. Quick move, looking sharp on this shift. Got it in front of the net. Lease couldn't get that puck in front of the Portland goal. Dumba moves it ahead to Schoenborn. Here's 3 Rockets trying to get back to defend this odd man rush. They score. Keone Teixeira puts it in for Portland. And his first of the postseason regains the 2-goal lead for the Winterhawks.
Cook is hot. He felt he got interfered with in the back end of the play, and you don't normally see him get thrown off his game. So Cook will put his mask on, but this one is going to count. It starts with Dumba. Schoenborn makes a brilliant play right here, and you can see all the Kelowna Rockets caught up ice. That turns into a 3-on-2 situation. Turgeon with the spin move. Teixeira with the finish. And here's what they're so upset about. Cook gets run over by Iverson at the end of the play. And now the fans here adamant. I don't think it had an impact on the goal. I think the puck was already in the net, but still didn't like the fact that he got run over.
And that uphill climb for Kelowna just got a little bit longer. 4 minutes to go in the second. Rockets are down by 2. Winterhawks trying to get that all-important road win to steal home ice in this Western Conference Final. Taylor Lear. He'll send it into the corner. Retrieved there by Delio. Pouliot always wants to get activated into the play. His shot was too high that time. Chartier has got Verdun with him. Got knocked down, couldn't make the pass. Merkley steals, Chartier scores! Rourke Chartier makes it 4-3.
We talked about Nick Merkley just moments ago and how he struggled all game long, but this is what's going to make him a fantastic player, that he's persistent. He had not given up on his game here, and he does a great job here as Chartier comes across the line. The puck's turned over. Lear has a chance to clear it, but Merkley's right in his grill. And simply with great stick positioning, Merkley's able to get the turnover and direct it to Chartier at the same time, who makes a brilliant play, pulling it to the forehand, beating Burke. And just when you think the Kelowna Rockets are down and out, they come back again, and this continues to be a close game.
They fell behind 3-0, a minute 10 after that third Portland goal Kelowna scored to get on the board. Then they fell behind 4-2, and it was just 41 seconds until Rourke Chartier scored to make it a one-goal game again. Marr shows some patience, got a pass to Bittner. Nick Patan, always dangerous when he gets into the offensive zone. Marr will join the rush this time. Put it in front of the net. Cook kicked it aside. Coming the other way now is Olsen. Wants to make a cross-ice pass. Nobody was open. Skates it into the Portland end. Puck knocked down by Dumba. All he can do is move it outside his own blue line. Marr lost it in his skates. Kelowna starting to be relentless in an effort to steal pucks in the Winterhawks end. Dumba wraps it around. Won't be kept in. Stadel now in a foot race with Iverson. Stadel had to find another gear. Iverson trying to get the angle on him. Iverson steals it. Shane Bourne, who's hit a post in this game. He goes hard into the corner. Stadel calmly defends in front of his own net. Set it up to Rigby. He knows it's time for a change. Big hit on Shane Bourne by Rigby. Puck stolen. Chartier's out there again. This time it's blockered aside by Burke. Lofted out into center. Madison Bauer. He's from Winnipeg. Pass ahead to DeVerdun. Drops it off for Merkley. Merkley takes a hit from Pouliot. Still has the puck. Down in front was Chartier. He was tapping his stick. Merkley couldn't get the pass through. Shane Bourne is by himself. One hops it on Cook. Handles that easily and leaves it for Mitchell Wheaton. Wheaton's a draft pick of Detroit. Big 6'5" defenseman. He's made some good passes in this game, including that one. Wheaton thought about pinching down low, uses his reach, keeps the puck alive in the attacking zone. Wheaton doesn't shoot, drops off for Chartier. He tries to go cross ice, and the stick of Delio got to that, and that's well out of play.
Rourke Chartier, the son of Mark Chartier, and here's a guy who started in the National Hockey League Central Scouting Rankings, then fell out of the midterms, and now has re-entered as the 136th ranked player. But I think I have a sneaking suspicion he's going to end up a little higher than the 6th or 7th round pick. I think this guy is a 3rd, 4th round pick, and just so smart, great positioning. Was the most sportsmanlike player this year, the top defensive forward, Scholastic Player of the Year. I mean, he did it all for the Rockets this year.
Taylor Lear takes a hit from Madison Bowie. Oliver Bjorkstrand, he was a first-team Western Conference All-Star. One of 3 players in the Western Hockey League to get to 50 goals or more. Teixeira to Bjorkstrand. The first touch wasn't a good one for Bjorkstrand. Had it taken away by Cole Lineker. Madison Bowie into the skates of Kirkland. He shovels it into the Portland end. Matt Dumba hurries, makes the play over to Bjorkstrand. Redirected in by Delio. Cook's out to play it. Olsen tried to outskate Patan. Those Winnipeg Jets draft picks collide at center. Cole Martin, he doesn't have a goal this season. Elects to keep the puck deep. He was plus 61 during the regular season. That was the top plus-minus in the Western Hockey League.
Without scoring a goal, I mean, that's amazing.
Played a lot with Damon Severson this season, and Severson did okay. Pass in front. Oh, Bittner had a great chance, and he put it too high. Bittner then gets erased side of the net, and there's the buzzer to end the second. And for the second straight period, Portland comes within a hair of getting a last-second goal.
That mother might have to take the little guy home to watch OT on Sportsnet. But get a look here. Turgeon working with Teixeira. A great spin move to feed him the pass, and then driving hard to the net was Iverson. That made it 4-2 for the Portland Winterhawks, but after the puck's turned over, Merkley does a great job just getting in the lane of Lear. He tips it right to Chartier with the turnover, and into the back of the net it goes. So pretty resilient have been the Kelowna Rockets on a couple of occasions when Portland has scored, and they've never led in this game, have the Rockets, but trail only by one with 20 minutes to go. And Portland, with that big early push, hasn't had that same kind of jump since the opening 10 minutes.
Portland came out of the gates firing 33 seconds into the game. Oliver Bjorkstrand scored, and then just over 5 minutes after that, he scored again on the power play. It was a 3-0 lead at one point for Portland. Now it's 4-3. Portland still leading, and we are just starting the third period here on Friday Night Hockey. This is the Western Hockey League's Western Conference Final. Kelowna, the #1 ranked team in the CHL. Portland ranked #3 in all of junior hockey. Two terrific teams, and only one can advance to the WHL final. Eric Kuliak circles the net, had his progress impeded by Goulbourne, had to pass the puck. Severson makes one nice move and then puts it on the tape of Goulbourne. His pass hit a leg and went right in on Burke. That was a testing shot. Patan offs it out to center. Cole Martin tracks it down before any Winterhawks can get to it. Head to Tyrell Goulbourne. Olsen wants the puck and gets it. Cross-ice pass to Severson, intercepted by Patan. Severson trying to get back. Olsen covering up for him. Cole Martin knocked Leipzig down. He took a look over at the referee. No call coming. Colton Heffley. He'll send it to the corner. Burke wanted to come out to play it. The puck was dumped in too slowly. He had to stay in his net. Pass in front. What a read by Paul Bittner. Heffley would have been wide open. Shot from Gettenby. That stop. Heffley the rebound. That stop by Burke. Still alive here for Kelowna. Gettenby drops off for Severson. He doesn't have a lane to shoot. Gettenby's shot. It's blocked by Turgeon. Kirkland quickly on. Kelowna with a big push here. Looking for that equalizer. Severson. On traffic in front. Puck popped loose to Gettenby. He walks in a couple of steps. Kirkland sets things up in the corner. Bailey in front. Quick move. And he put it too high. He had Burke down and out and couldn't bury it. Another chance. And that stop by Burke. The puck's loose. And finally, Burke finds it. And what a shift by the Kelowna Rockets. They were all over Portland, but couldn't get the tying goal.
They're just loving life here at Prospera Place, celebrating what was a good 40 seconds consecutive of pressure for the Kelowna Rockets. There's Bailey, perfect opportunity. He has the patience to pull it to the forehand, but the sights are just off, trying to go high glove side. It doesn't work. Another opportunity presents itself, and then everyone collapses down on Burke. But Burke so calm throughout it all. Now it's 25 saves.
Face-off win by the Rockets. Shot from Stadel. That's blunkered to the corner by Burke. Sharp angle chance. Burke saw that and made that save too. Shane Bourne. He's got a burst of speed to the outside. Calmly knocked off his stick by Gattenby. Hansen saves it in his own zone. Cederholm over to Hansen. Kelowna only lost 4 times in regulation here at Prospera Place this season. 3 of those were to Victoria. Up comes in front. It's there for Cederholm. Doubles it. Right back in there, but a bunch of bodies never got through to the net. Nick Merkley. He makes a nice move. His shot goes well wide. The Burden sends it down low. Hansen can't get to it. It got to Merkley. Hansen erases Merkley in the corner. Bowie's shot. That's off the stick of Iverson and out of play.
Look at the Madison Bowie of the Washington Capitals now, just recently signed. Where's the C? And Dominic Turgeon, who's draft eligible this year, made a huge rise from the midterm to the final rankings. You can see him ranked now in the top 100 for North American skaters. The son of Pierre Turgeon, nephew of Sylvain. Played for Team USA at the Ivan Holinka tournament. And his game has just improved so much, and you can see it here tonight based on what we saw in limited playing time at the MasterCard Memorial Cup last year.
Captain of the Winterhawks is Taylor Lear. He's down there with Chase Delio. Delio dealing with Chartier and doing a good job of it. Maintaining possession along the wall. Bjorkstrand drops at it. It's off a stick, and that goes out of play.
Turgeon with a point in this game, the assist on the Shane Bourne goal, and that created a couple of other good chances for Shane Bourne. But when looking at what he does, Dominic Turgeon is 6'2", 196 pounds, a smart defensive player, good hands, offensive upside, and hopes to imitate his game after Brendan Leipzig, the draft pick of the Nashville Predators.
Rigby sends it out to center. Teixeira. He's getting more and more ice time, earning Coach Mike Johnston's trust. Scored in this game. Dumba knocks it down. Schmidli gets knocked down. And a penalty coming up to Portland, and Kelowna will have a chance on the power play to tie the game.
Adam Bishop playing, just trying to work in the neutral zone backtrack, and ends up taking Schmidli down. Dumba gets caught up as he goes to his knees. Schmidli takes a pass to the puck that DeChamplain cuts him off. Mike Johnson can't believe a call was made there. Saying there that it's a dive.
Yeah, we've turned into pretty good lip readers.
Most of it you can't repeat.
It is a power play for Kelowna. They have not been able to solve this Portland penalty kill. 0 for 3 coming into this one. Their most important of the game so far. Bowie, he had his stick up. He was open. In front of the net, it's redirected by Kirkland. Power play goal. Bowie's pointing at himself. Kirkland maybe got it. Bottom line is we're tied.
This is brilliance. Sheer brilliance by Kirkland. You're talking about a guy with great size, draft eligible here in 2014. This guy has all the tools in the world. It's a matter of putting those tools to work each and every night. But here's what he can do. This is a skilled play through the roof, right off the charts. It goes back to Bowie and a good pass by Bailey. And as a drive-through, he simply takes it in the backhand part of his shaft to the heel of his stick and deflects it in. That's tough to do. Bowie with the shot, and look at this. There's Kirkland. Excellent, excellent play to knock it in. Bowie figures he's got it, then he turns and says, no, I'll give it to you, son. Your fourth power play tie game.
15.5 minutes to go in the third. We are tied between the two top point-earning teams in the Western Hockey League. Bjorkstrand got it in front to Delio. Puck's loose. Lear takes a swing at it. Cooks down. Another chance for Delio. Portland, a big pushback here, looking to go ahead again. Kelowna has not led in the game. To Verdon, front of his own net. Bowie, the lone man there. Pass ahead to Chartier. He'll send it into the Portland end and chase after it. Burke quickly out, turns it over to Merkley. Puck was bouncing. Couldn't get a clean pass. He was trying to catch Burke out in the corner. Nick Patan. Over to Bittner. Patan back-to-back 100-plus point seasons for the Portland Winterhawks. Goulbourne. He has all kinds of speed coming in. Heffley's in front. Can't redirect the shot. Severson. He dumped it to the corner. Players were looking for it. Leipzig found it. Sent it ahead to Nick Patan. Saw the hit from Heffley coming. Dumba retreats. Drops off for Leipzig. Some skating room for Brendan Leipzig. He's from Winnipeg. He got it in front. That's as far as Severson would let Leipzig go. Arr will have to hurry. First to speed from Kirkland. He's found another gear here in the third period. He tracks down Dumba too. The turnover. Kirkland to Bailey. Watson save. Rebound. Scores. Jesse Lees puts Kelowna ahead.
Turned electric here now. A lot different than when it was 2-0 a short time into the game. But Jesse Lees is a converted defenseman. Dumba turns the puck over at the line. It's kept in. And from there, the good shot on goal by Bailey produces the rebound. And there's Kirkland once again. Kirkland, Bailey, and Lees go to work. Their first lead of the game. Unbelievable, the turn of events.
Lineker's flying. Heading to the front of the net is Schmidley. Kelowna is feeling their mojo now, showing why they're the #1 ranked team in the CHL. Fell behind 3-0 early, and now they have a lead. Egan Iverson won't be able to get to this dump in by Turgeon. It's an icing, and the crowd at Prospera Place is waving the towels, cheering on their Rockets, and it's the Rockets with the lead. Crowd is going crazy. The crowd at Prospera Place is fired up. They're behind their Rockets. Rockets have a lead. Here come the Winterhawks, though. Shot from Dominic Turgeon. That's blocked in front. Gattenby, the defenseman, leading the rush for Kelowna. Burke pokes it to the corner. Lees, who has the go-ahead goal, puts it back in front. Shot from Bowie. Burke, he missed it with the glove. It was too high. Comes back to Bowie. Loses the handle, falls down. Keegan Iverson has Alex Shaneborn with him. Iverson walks in, and Jordan Cook made the save with Shaneborn right in front of him.
Well, we saw Dumba blow a tire earlier in the fray, and that led to a good chance going back the other way, or at least a drawn penalty by the Kelowna Rockets. And in this particular occasion, another defenseman wipeout by Madison Bowie results in a partial 2-on-1. He does a good job to try and recover, but Iverson uses the shoulder, keeps it in play, and elects to use the decoy while Cook was just starting to sneak off that post. Shaneborn bearing down and looking for the rebound, but it was not there.
Chase Delio on the face-off against Rourke Chartier. Delio wins the draw. Shot from Dumba was off a leg. Bjorkstrand. He gets tied up. Chartier takes the puck away. Nick Merkley. He's got Merritt to Burton with him. Merkley goes wide on Teixeira. Walks in front. Merkley stopped by Burke. A stellar save by Burke. Another chance for Chartier, and Burke stops that too. Kelowna getting all kinds of chances now.
It's been quite the third period here for Merkley. We saw him really struggle in the first 40 minutes of this game, but he has really picked up his game here in the third period. 16-year-old going to work. Does a great job going wide here. Cuts it to the front of the net and to the forehand. He gets that puck up off the ice. It's a 6-4 Kelowna lead, but you have to appreciate Merkley not only with the speed to go around his man, but the ability to take it to the front of the net fearlessly.
12:26 to go in the third period. Kelowna has the lead. We've seen how quick Portland can score goals. Lots more in store. Bjorkstrand out to Taylor Lear. Kelowna steals. Sends it back into the Portland end. Are under pressure. Got it to Chase Delio. Cole Martin taps it ahead to Cole Lineker. First man to it will be Schmidley. Lear and Dumba were both in the corner defending. Lear's cross-ice pass intercepted by Goulbourne. Now Ryan Olsen might get a chance. Olsen able to walk right in, and he put it off the post. Ryan Olsen went right down that right wing side and almost beat Burke on the short side.
Kelowna doing a really good job standing up the line. Little chip passes, support passes with the forwards coming back and swooping in the neutral zone leads to a good chance for Olsen.
Patan trying to find some open ice. Finally gets into the Rockets end. Everybody back for Kelowna. Patan one-hands it in front. Comes all the way back to Cedarholm. That shot's too high. Pouliot back into the corner to Patan. 2 Rockets on him. Still makes a play back to Pouliot. Skates in a couple of steps. Hard shot was wide of the net. Severson erases Leipzig. And the Rockets are able to send it down into the Portland zone. Olsen almost with a steal inside the Winterhawks end. Patan, he had to center ice to skate it. Everybody was back for Kelowna. Forced him to make a move at the blue line. And it's offside.
Another good chance for the Kelowna Rockets, and Olsen taking it down the right wing. And you see he gets a step on Dumba. You think he's going to go back in there. Instead, he keeps it on the forehand, and right off the bar it goes. Excellent play by Olsen. The Winnipeg Jets really starting to produce some top-end talent now. You saw Scheifele play there this year. They got Comrie coming, Patan, and of course Ryan Olsen.
Josh Morrissey, who's up for Defenseman of the Year as well. Kirkland trying to control inside his own zone. Got it to Bailey. Kirkland and Bailey have connected for a couple of goals in this third period. Kirkland with a steal. Sends it exactly where Kelowna wants it. Right behind the Portland net. 1 goal lead. They want to play a lot in this Winterhawks zone. Here comes Portland. Teixeira. So Shane Bourne, he couldn't get the pass. He had to slow up to stay onside. Bowie's lead pass. Lineker was behind everybody, and the effort to connect was just redirected. Lineker couldn't adjust. Lineker doing a good job in the corner. It's away from Dumba. Circles the net. Open is Rigby. Couldn't pull the trigger. Bowie walks in with a shot, and that's caught by Brendan Burke. And he will stop play. And Portland on their heels right now as Kelowna has taken a 5-4 lead. Under 10 minutes to go in the third period. Kelowna wins a faceoff. Bowie shot. Fearlessly blocked by Lear. Another chance for Bowie. That didn't miss by much. Merkley was providing the screen in front of Burke. Puck stolen by Chartier. Tries to tuck it in short side. Burks had to be good to keep his team within 1. Kelowna all over the Winterhawks right now. Lear steals it center. All he can do is poke it into the Kelowna end. Wheaton has to hurry. He subbed Bjorkstrand on him immediately. To Verdon, a crafty pass. Merkley enters the Portland end. Chartier heads to the front of the net. Merkley circles the net. Pass stolen by Bjorkstrand. Couple of quick stick handles up to Lear. Now Delio. Can't get around Martin. Cross ice pass knocked down by the good eye-hand coordination of Leipzig. Leipzig can't get a shot away. Martin stayed with him stride for stride. Severson. He's tied up by Bittner. Patan to Leipzig behind the net. He knocks another pass down. He's double teamed behind the Kelowna net. And the Rockets fire at the length of the ice. And it's icing.
Strange turn of events in this game, and it's interesting how Ryan Huska has his guys lined up on the back end. I mean, you see Damon Severson out there, and then you've got Wheaton and Bowie together, and you get Severson playing with Colton Martin, so you've got one offensive guy in the pairing and one stay-at-home guy in the pairing, and it's worked really well for Ryan Huska with his top 4 defensemen.
Ryan and Olsen and Nick Patan have seen a lot of each other in the face-off circle. This time Patan gets set out. Leipzig comes in. Olsen wins it easily. Severson, though, has to deal with Bittner. Big hit by Leipzig. Now bodies are starting to fly, and Goulbourne comes in and throws a hit, and he's getting a charging penalty. The scrum continues in the corner to the right of the Kelowna net. And it looks like it will be just the 1 penalty to Goulbourne coming up.
Leipzig will have words with Goulbourne thereafter, and that's what he was trying to do earlier in the game, is get Goulbourne to commit the retaliatory penalty. And Leipzig with a big bump here, although he gets the elbow high on Olsen, and then Goulbourne had his sights set on him, taking a few strides to get there. Goldborn looking up and just saying, hey, how can that possibly be a charging call? That's where Leipzig's at his best. He'll surprise you with a big hit, and then he'll goad you into taking a penalty.
And you don't want to give this Portland power play too many opportunities. They've scored twice with a man advantage in this game. Julian moves it to Leipzig. Nick Patan comes up with it in the corner. Bjorkstrand was in front, but Patan couldn't get it to him. And it's sent down the ice by Lineker.
That's the other element. Goldborn's been one of the best penalty killers. A shorthanded assist in the Bowie goal earlier. So double jeopardy here for Ryan Huska's Kelowna Rockets.
Julian found Taylor Lear as he got into the Kelowna end. Nice move by Leipzig. He gets to the front of the net. Now Patan. Pass too far for Bjorkstrand to haul in. Leipzig over to Pouliot. Pouliot's shot. That's wide of the net. Kelowna another chance to clear. Heffley. He was at the tail end of a penalty kill shift. He had to go to the bench. Otherwise, that might have been another shorthanded chance for Kelowna.
Yeah, the fans saw Chartier and looked at a 2-on-1, but it didn't materialize. Both guys too tired.
Pouliot, Patan, they play catch, trying to set things up on the power play. Portland trailing for the first time in the game, looking for the equalizer. Patan, so patient, makes a saucer pass back to Pouliot. Chase Delio's out there now. Delio, couple of steps to the blue line, now down low to Lear. The give and go, that didn't work. Olsen the other way. Bjorkstrand's trying to catch him. Olsen stops up Severson. He's in on the rush. Open man's Kirkland, and coming back to break things up was Taylor Lear. Under 30 seconds to go in this Portland power play. The crowd cheering the penalty killers. Kirkland trying to get to the bench for a change. In the meantime, Delio's setting things up in the Kelowna end. Iverson can't control, and it's sent down the ice by Cole Martin. A penalty-killing salute from the fans at Prospera Place. Dumba won, last chance. It's offside. He still let the shot go. Looked like Cook took a couple of strides to go after Dumba.
And that was a rocket that hit Cook just above the Rockets logo. I think Dumba shooting it at the same time the call was made. That would be pretty tough to stop that shot in the act. Let's have a listen. And he can really shoot it. Make no mistake about it.
Some good composure shown by Cook, too. That puck stung him, and he could have let that slash go on Dumba. And that would have had Kelowna shorthanded again. The #1 penalty-killing team in the Western Hockey League during the regular season comes through with a big kill when they need it. Back to full strength now. Here they come on the offense. Merkley in front to Bailey. He's stopped by Burke. Kelowna's had some great chances to extend their lead. Burke hasn't allowed them to do so. Bainborn. He has it stolen by Merkley. Stadel will pinch down. Kelowna hasn't let up since they've got the lead. They haven't sat back one bit. Verdun down to Merkley. Stadel, his shot, that's off the post. Kept in by Gattenby. He'll send it down to the corner. That's where Lineker comes up with it. His pass intercepted by Schoenborn to Champlain's with him. Gattenby bumps with Schoenborn. Now Lineker, he's back to help out. Crowd likes the hitting right now that Kelowna's delivering. Heffley's pass. Goldborn, he can't get to it. Heffley was following up. That's just kept in by Severson. Falls down. He's still down, but got a shot away. It was wide of the net.
Fans just loving the effort here, Prospera.
Rockets haven't let up since they've had the lead. 5:15 remains.
And what his team's been able to do is have that balanced attack. 4 lines worth. Good production from the back end. So a couple of different ways to skin a cat for these two Western Hockey League powerhouses.
Just over 5 minutes to go in the third. Kelowna leading by 1. Pouliot moves it to Cederholm. Some open ice ahead. Finds Leipzig. He's out there with Bittner and Patan. Leipzig stops up. Kirkland checked him. Pokes it over to Cole Martin. Martin from Texas. He's so responsible defensively. Wants the puck in deep. Lightly locks it into the Portland end. He goes off for a change. Bittner. Head to Leipzig. Lees checks him. Leipzig took a swing at a bouncing puck. Didn't connect. Winterhawks maintain possession. Patan. His lead pass. Redirected in by Lear. Lear steals behind the net. Bjorkstrand comes up with it. Into the skates of Bailey. Severson, he'll join the rush. Fearless at this point. Severson had 11 points in the 4-game series against Seattle, and he was down there looking for a chance, and now he's tied up with Dumba behind the play. And they're both going to get penalties, and that won't make either coach happy. Severson and Dumba, both key defenders for their clubs.
It's funny how that worked out because both guys were so engaged, and it looks like they both wanted to fight, and then they realized, hey, wait a sec, we're two of the better players on our respective teams. Probably not a good time to do this. My team's up a goal, says Severson. Dumba says, my team's down a goal. We can ill afford to go to the box here for fighting, but they'll go regardless.
Except it's only 2 instead of 5. And there's 4:02 to go in the third. Severson and Dumba don't often get too many rests in close games. They'll get their 2 minutes of rest now. 4-on-4. Delio out there with Bjorkstrand. Derek Pouliot. Get the feeling Pouliot could play the whole game if he had to. Cederholm, the other member of the Winterhawks. Wheaton and Bowie are the defensemen for Kelowna. Rourke Chartier. And Justin Kirkland will be up front, 4-on-4. Lots of room for Bowie to skate. Makes the pass to Kirkland, right back to Bowie. He'll send it to the corner. He'll make sure to be responsible defensively. Went right back to his point position. Pouliot's got some time in his own zone. Chartier needs a change. Eric Pouliot makes a move at center. He'll enter the Kelowna end. High, hard shot. Hook makes the snag from his knees.
Pouliot's a guy who's really grown since being the 8th overall pick to Pittsburgh a couple of years ago. That same draft they got Olli Mata. Mata ended up staying with the Pittsburgh Penguins all season long, playing for Finland in the Olympics. But Pouliot's game, to me, since the World Junior Championships, has really taken a step to another level. And he looks like a guy who's on the doorstep of playing in the NHL.
Mike Johnston's going with 3 forwards out here. For 4-on-4, it's Leipzig, Patan, and Lear. The lone defenseman is Garrett Hahn. Olsen and Goulbourne up front for Kelowna. Martin and Bowie are the defensemen. Barr has the puck. Head to Lear. Dealing against Bowie. Lear walks right in. Can't control as he tried to cut to the backhand and tuck it in. Bowie moves it up to center. That's intercepted by Hahn. Now Olsen steals it back and rolls it into the Portland end. Leipzig to Patan. Patan slows things down. Takes a look up ahead. Picks up some speed. Cuts across with Leipzig. Bittner's out there now with Leipzig and Patan. Pouliot's the defenseman. Still a 3-forward set here for Portland. Looking for the equalizer. Not much time left in 4-on-4, just 10 seconds. Bailey. Chartier's right with him. Bailey elects to shoot. That's off the stick of Pouliot and goes out of play.
The Portland Winterhawks going at that 3-forward set. They're allowed to do that because Taylor Lear is so responsible defensively. But here he gets an offensive chance as he gets around Bowie, cuts it to the backhand, and just loses the handle. Colton Martin disrupts him just so much, and it's that close to having the far post open for him to tuck it in, but Cook followed him across, and Lear, the captain, can't believe he couldn't get a handle on it.
Puck comes in front of Brendan Burke. He got to it before Taverden did. Taverden has it in the corner, though. Back on the ice are Severson and Dumba. Dumba stays out. Severson goes to the bench for a change. 5-on-5. Turgeon. He made a move at the line. Dumba was offside, and there's just a minute 51 to go in regulation time.
Turgeon, third-round pick of the 2011 draft. Played with Team USA in the under-17s. Ivan Link under-18s, and played very sparingly in the MasterCard Memorial Cup last year. Has an assist tonight, but could easily have 2 more on 2 Shane-born chances, both at the end of the first and second periods.
What a finish in store. Game 1 of the Western Conference Final. Damon Severson sends it ahead for Goulbourne. He had Dumba pinching down on him. Couldn't get the puck out. Comes in front of the net. Heffley gets it to Goulbourne. He speeds to center. Ryan Olsen. He had to slow down at the blue line. Burke, he comes out of the net. It was knocked down by Heffley, but he couldn't get the puck in front while the Portland goalie was up. Pouliot being harassed by Heffley. That forces Pouliot back into his own zone. He's playing with Matt Dumba out there. Leipzig enters the zone, takes a look ahead. Extra attacker coming on for Portland. Comes all the way back to Dumba. He walks in with a shot. That is blocked by Olsen. That's stung. He's got to get up. Puck is cleared out. Just out before Pouliot could get to it. And we're into the final minute.
Oh, that's a stinger for Olsen. You don't want to go off the ice here, because the second you sit down, that thing's going to hurt tenfold. Olsen goes down like a ton of bricks, but that's what you do when you're in the playoffs, you're in the Western Hockey League, Western Conference Championship, and you're giving it out on the line for your hockey club. Down 2-0, down 3-0, down 4-2. They come back to tie it 4-4, and now have a chance to put this thing away up 5-4.
Shots in this period are heavily in favor of Kelowna, 14-4. The Rockets came into the period down by 1, scored twice to take this lead, and have kept pouring it on. They didn't change their game one bit. And now into the final minute, Portland called their timeout. They've set things up. Net is empty. Nick Patan, Brendan Leipzig, Oliver Bjorkstrand, Taylor Lear, along with Dumba and Pouliot on the point. And the puck is cleared by Kelowna. Bjorkstrand quickly back. He knew his net was empty. Dumba. Omley moves it ahead to Nick Patan. He'll dump it in. Kelowna was lined up on their blue line. Didn't make the entry easy. Leipzig knocked it down along the boards. 3 Rockets behind their net trying to come up with it. Goulbourne tracks it down. He clears it down the ice. And it will be wide of the net. It's icing. 23.9 seconds to go.
It's fascinating drama to end this hockey game, or possibly end the hockey game. Mike Johnson has got all the guys that he wants out there in perfect position. You got the 2 offensive defensemen in Pouliot and Dumba, and all your heavyweights up front.
Patan and Chartier on the face-off, and they'll do the face-off again.
And they'll want to check the clock, too, to see if they'll add some time on. A second and a half, I would say, would be added back on. Half a second.
23.9 seconds to go. Big face-off here. Patan and Chartier. Portland controls. Dumba. He doesn't shoot. Moves it to Bjorkstrand. Puck goes to the corner. Cole Martin. He's trying to keep it along the boards as long as he can. And finally, the whistle goes. 12.3 seconds.
Lear showing his frustrations, throws a punch against the glass, the Philadelphia Flyers prospect. Gets pinched up into the corner and he can't clear it, so he just punches the glass. Or at least what he thought was a fan on the other side of it.
Well, thought the last face-off was big. This one's bigger. Olsen's out there this time. Fresh off blocking a shot. Ian Patan. Puck goes to the boards. Patan's over there quickly. Chartier lofts it down the ice. This will missed the net. And there's still time. 3.5 seconds to go. Another massive face-off.
Chartier thought he had it perfectly placed. Lob just rolled. And if the puck doesn't go on end, it probably doesn't hit the icing line.
How about Tyrell Goulbourne? He just was getting the crowd fired up. He wanted them to cheer. They're on their feet. Face-off win for Olsen. And there's the buzzer. Kelowna wins game 1. And a rough ending here.
Trying to pull Cook out of the mix.
Lear and Severson. They're down to the ice. Leipzig and Olsen. Imagine that conversation between those two. They can chat pretty well. Goulbourne is being escorted off by the referee. And the crowd at Prospera Place waving those towels. And what a comeback we saw tonight, Sam.